Getting the feel for it, still getting used to it quite a bit, but so far so good. I've had a couple of local races up in Queensland. Did a race at Tivoli and with Ty, and it was quite good. I got a second to him. It was still getting there and still getting the feel for it, but I'm starting to enjoy it. The team's good. They're working with me, so it's good.
Been pretty hard to get practice in Victoria. Very, very dry summer. Have you been finding places to have a ride?
Yeah, I've been travelling a bit. I did a few camps up at Gawley's, so I went to Queensland, for 3 weeks, like different weeks at a time, and it was good to go away up there for something different. At home, it's sort of hard, But I've been riding here at your house today. It was awesome, and yeah, Frankston a bit, which is pretty shitty usually, but that's all right. So yeah, just as much riding as I can get in at the moment.
Very important to get time on the bike for you at the moment. It's very different to ride to the Honda. You went from the open class to the Honda back to lights. It's another lights bike, but very, very different. Everyone you talk to that either rides a KTM or rides one of the Jap bikes, it's quite different.
Yeah, it's been a big change, a big step. I had a bit of time off before I got on it, so I sort of started off fresh and got my shoulder fixed, got that sorted, so it was good. But it's going all right, and I'm getting there, so I'm looking forward to a good year.
The championship this year for you guys has a few different formats. You've got some the first round, I think they're 3 15-minute motos. You've got some traditional ones. Perth, we go to 3 20-minute motos. Is that going to make it any different for you, a couple bit shorter races with the change of bike?
Yes and no. It's sort of it's going to be different for everyone. I think the riders with a lot of intensity will sort of shine. I think with the shorter races and fewer, but. The 230s and the 320s and the 315s are all good. It's all going to be close racing. I think, Matt Moss, Ty Simmons, Luke George, it's all going to be pretty close with them boys. Everyone's riding awesome at the moment, so it's good.
Can you give us an insight? Rumour mill has it that Ty Simmons may even ride an open bike. Have you heard anything unofficially inside the team? What's the talk?
There was a bit of talk. He rode it up in Queensland and did quite well on it. So I think he's done a bit of testing on it, but still, I'm not sure. I don't get into it. That's sort of his deal, but he rides it good. He rides an open bike really good, and I'm sure the team wants someone to get out there on a 450s. But yeah, it's sort of up to him, and I guess he'll know. See at the first round.
One of the disappointing things we've heard this week, of course, is that Dean Ferris has had to have surgery on his near his elbow, the radius there. That's probably going to put him out for 8 to 10 weeks, and he certainly looked strong in the pre-season.
Yeah, Dean was actually riding awesome. He come down here and did a bit of time, and doing awesome, awesome lap times. And he actually did a race down here, and he beat me. So he was riding really good. And unfortunate to hear that he's injured himself, but I guess that's racing, and it happens to everyone, and you got to go through it. But it's unfortunate for him. He was riding really well, and unfortunate for the Woodstock team.
Around about 3.5 weeks to the start of the series. What's the program for you moving forward to this first round?
Just as much riding as I can get in at the moment. I've been putting in flat out. My trainer's been working me pretty hard. Gawley's been working me pretty hard. So I've put in a strong off season and put in heaps of riding, which is going to hopefully pay off.
How much involvement does the Stephen Gall thing help? Gawley's been around a long, long time. He's been a coach. He's had Bubba. He's had all those guys. Does he help get inside your mind and work with you guys?
He's been pretty good. It's been a good start to the year, I think, definitely for us, especially with me, because I had 3 to 4 months off with my shoulder, and then getting back into it, he pushed us really hard and sort of started us off with the year and gave us a lot of information that we can use throughout the year. So he's got a lot of knowledge, and he should be a big help for us this year, I think.
So he's been there beside you on the days you've been warming up and getting ready. He's right behind it.
Yeah, no, he has been a good help. He's tried to, we've done a lot of fitness side of things and a lot of different riding technique, style things that he's tried to, feed us a bit of information, because he's been around, around the world, seen it all. He's, done a bit of time with James Stewart, so he, with Burner, so he brought back a bit of that information and fed it to us, and it sort of helped, I think.
All right, good luck for the championship.
Thank you.